Hey guys, I'm Erin with When in Rome, Georgia, and I am here with Mark Sorovic.
Sorovic.
Yep, he had to help me pronounce that.
No worries.
He is the owner of WorkPlay Solutions here in Rome, Georgia, and we're going to learn about what he does and how he helps businesses be the best that they can be by doing, well,
making work not suck.
Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah, so we spend about a third of our lives at work, which makes some people just want to just shut down because they haven't had a good work experience. And usually that's not because of the job itself, it's often because of the people. Mm-hmm. And so either they're in kind of a toxic work environment or they're under a leader that either doesn't care about them or maybe they do care and they lack some competence. Okay. So basically we come in and help teams and leaders communicate and get results, but we do it in a fun and playful way. So we're trying to build a healthy work culture.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Okay, well, I've got some questions here that we'll just jump right into, and then you have an activity to kind of demonstrate what you do with businesses. So WorkPlay Solutions has a unique name. Can you tell us the story behind it and why you believe play is such a critical component as a professional workplace?
In all the research that I've done and all that I've experienced, some of the best leaders have the same trait, and that's they're serious about the work, but they don't take themselves too seriously. So some of the worst leaders are the opposite. They end up being very insecure and caring about their image rather than substance. So work play is kind of a yin-yang kind of thing. We take the very serious side of work. So how do you run a more effective meeting, or how do you give effective performance feedback, or build a culture that you can be proud of, which are challenging, difficult topics, mm-hmm. and we make them playful and fun as we learn those things. Okay. And then on the fun side, we add an element of professionalism, so it's not cheesy or trust falls and that kind of stuff.
Okay, all right. And many people hear the word team building and think of awkward icebreakers or trust falls. How does your approach, especially with these things like Team Lab, differ from those traditional and sometimes cheesy activities?
I like to think that everything we do is good for both introverts and extroverts. Okay. So my wife is super introverted. She's a chemistry professor and really hates this kind of stuff. So I run a lot of the things I do through her, and it's like, would you hate this? And if the answer is no, then it makes the cut. But we try. I don't like cheesy things. I don't want to do a drum circle. I don't want to do a trust fall. I want people to be like, man, that was the most fun thing I've ever done at work, and it helped me meet my goals.
Okay. All right. You work with a wide variety of groups, from corporate teams to local schools and nonprofits. How do you customize your sessions to fit the specific needs of a team, whether they're looking to solve a conflict or just have a little fun?
So we start with a free discovery call. So when they go to the website, they click the button, it asks them a couple questions, and then I just either get in person or on a Zoom call with them and go through kind of a needs assessment and say, hey, what are you trying to accomplish? How much time do you have? What's your budget? All those things, and really craft from all the possibilities of things we could do, including things they've done before and didn't like or didn't help, and then just try to craft that perfect fit for them.
Okay. So it's not just like a box that, it's not one size fits all.
Yeah, we have a big menu, but we customize that menu to fit the group, where they're coming from, where their people are at, their physical ability, how much they want to play versus, no, we're really serious about we have to fix something. Okay. So.
All right. And I noticed you are an authorized partner for Everything DISC. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the five behaviors. For those who aren't familiar, how do these assessments help leaders and team understand each other better?
Fantastic question. So Everything DISC is a behavioral profile. So if you've heard of Myers-Briggs or Enneagram or Strength Finder, it's in those kind of buckets. But they've made a lot of advances in in that. I realize I'm talking with my hands a lot right now.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
But
I never know what to do with mine.
yeah,
So.
yeah, no, we're fine. But they help you understand how you behave when you're not thinking about your behavior.
Oh, okay.
And that's one of my favorite things is it measures, we can all choose to behave however we want, but we all have these norms that we kind of settle into if we're not thinking about it. And if I know my norms and I know yours and all of our different coworkers, I can choose to act differently in ways that'll be more effective. So it really helps them with their self-understanding and self-awareness, but also awareness of their coworkers. I had a colleague of mine that we were actually in some conflict, and I took our reports, because you can do a comparison, and we looked side by side and said, oh, that's why we're actually, getting on each other's nerves, because I'm doing this and that bothers this part of you, and you're doing this and that annoys me. And we were able to talk through those things in a way where we're not blaming each other, but actually getting to some root causes.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay, and what is the biggest transformation you've seen in a team from the moment they walk into the session to the moment they leave? And what does success look like for a WorkPlay Solutions event?
So I'll answer the second question first. So
Okay.
Success for me looks like you feel like you got your money's worth, that you did something that you couldn't just Google and say, let's go to a team building or let's go throw some axes. I love axe throwing, that's fun, but you get a facilitated experience.
Okay.
In terms of a great success story, I was working with a group of social workers, and they don't get invested in a lot, and we were going through the DISC profile, and just light bulbs were going off. Hey, when you send me this email that just says the word done, I think you're being rude, but now I know you're not being rude. Or, those kind of things. And it was just the light bulbs went off, and they were able to relate to the people literally in the room saying, with a new light saying, oh, I understand where you're coming from now. And so seeing that empathy completely changed their culture.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so now you have a activity for us to do to give us a demonstration.
And this is a don't try this at home, leave this one to the professionals, but I thought it would be a good demo for what we're doing today.
Okay, and we'll put this down.
Okay. All right, so we mentioned trust falls earlier.
Let's step up.
Okay, yeah, this is,
yeah.
So what I have here is a loaded mousetrap. And Erin is very brave. I wouldn't normally do this, 5 minutes after meeting someone. But a lot of times when, we're thinking about what we deal with, it's this idea of perceived risks versus actual risks. So getting snapped by this mousetrap is actually really... Are you
terrified.
Okay. The first time I did this, I was like, you're out of your mind when I learned it. And now I'm comfortable. But what we're actually going to do is I'm going to show Erin here how to activate the mousetrap without getting snapped by placing her hand on top of it. So this is not a warm-up activity. This would be kind of the culmination of a team working together and trusting each other.
After we've
done a whole bunch of stuff. So what you're going to do is press constant pressure on there. So whenever you're ready, you got this.
So can I put my hand on the bottom of yours, or does that?
You have to put it on top, and we can go sideways if you want. So just, I'll hold pressure, and then you just put constant pressure on top.
Okay.
This is no joke.
Do this.
All right.
Oh, God.
You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3, go on the word go, because we want to be clear.
Okay.
On the word go. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, go. Not yet. We'll go 1, 2, 3, go. You're going to yank your hand away, and I'm going to yank my hand away.
Okay.
Are you comfortable doing this, or would you rather kind of go outward?
Out.
Okay. So we can turn.
Okay.
Okay. So when we say the magic thing, you're going to go like that. I'm going to swing out that, and it's not going to snap either one of us.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Would you like to say it?
No.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh! Yes!
You did it!
Okay, guys, this is Mark
Sorovic.
from WorkPlay Solutions. I did it. All right. If you have a business that you need some team building, get in touch with him. And how do they do that? How do they get in touch with you?
WorkPlaySolutions.com, and just click the Get Started button. You can also follow us at WorkPlaySol. That's SOL. Not the initials you think. It's the beginning of WorkPlay Solutions, not
okay.
SOL.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, SOL means something else.
So, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, we're live. All right, at WorkPlay Sol on Facebook and Instagram. But go to the website. Click Get Started.
Okay, and follow you on Facebook. And do you have
Instagram and LinkedIn?
Okay. All right, that's how you get connected. All right, guys, thanks so much. Bye.